everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Cooking with Priscilla. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really quick and easy treat, which are Rice Krispies. So to start off, you guys will only be needing 3 ingredients for this delicious treat. And the first thing you'll be needing is obviously a box of Rice Krispie cereal. I would definitely recommend you guys to get the Kellogg's brand Rice Krispies just because I felt that it works a lot better for this recipe. Next, you'll need a large stick of butter. And the last thing is a pack of marshmallows. If you guys do have vanilla extract, you can add it to this recipe, but for today I'm just going to be using these 3 ingredients. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I've already started off by cutting out about like 1/4 of a cup of the butter, and then you're just going to take a pot or saucepan and put the butter in. So follow me. So I'm going to put this over the stove and turn it on to max heat, and you're just going to wait to let it melt and stir it a little bit. Alright guys, so now that I've already started melting the butter, you can turn it to maybe min-high, so not, because you don't want to burn the butter, so just keep stirring. And now you can see that the butter, it has already basically melted, and that's when you're going to start putting in your marshmallows. So here I have a pack of marshmallows. This is 400 grams. Usually they put around 250 grams, so I'm going to put like a half and a little bit more. So the marshmallows are slowly just going to melt in the butter. Sort of mix it and let it melt slowly. So my marshmallow and butter have basically started to melt together. I know it looks a little bit gooey, like a kind of like a witch potion, but I promise you it will melt and it'll look a little bit more appetizing. Okay guys, so I've turned off the stove because I don't want my butter to get burnt. Make sure that you do turn it off after a while when the marshmallow starts to melt. And as you can see, it has basically fully melted now after I have turned off the stove, and just maybe wait a little bit and then we can combine it with the cereal. Alright guys, so now that the marshmallow and butter have melted, it's time to combine the Rice Krispies with it. So take your Rice Krispies bag and open it up. Now you're going to be needing a cup, maybe put, I'd say 5 to 6 cups. It really varies depending on how much marshmallow you have. So for now, I'm just going to be putting 5 cups. So in a giant pot like this. So you're going to be mixing it all. So 1, 2, 4 and 5. So that seems like a good amount. So now you're going to take your melted marshmallow and butter and just pour it in. It's going to be the fun stuff. So just try to evenly distribute it around your Rice Krispies cereal. Part where it starts to get a little bit messy because you're going to be mixing it now, and it gets quite sticky actually. Sometimes you can just grab a bit and then put it in to get the marshmallow. And just start mixing. Alright guys, so now I've already finished mixing my big bowl of Rice Krispies. As you guys can see, it's just this giant kind of lump bowl stuck thing together. So you're going to be needing a large pan. I just got like a glass pan, about this A size. So you're just going to take this large lump of Rice Krispie ball and you're just going to put it in. There you go. So you're going to need to flatten it out. So the easy way to flatten it out is I don't use my hands because I realize that it sticks to the Rice Krispie. So what you could do is grab a pair of very clean, clear gloves, but in this case I'm just going to be using these gloves. And yes, they are clean. I've washed them, so make sure they are clean before you touch your Rice Krispies. And basically, I just try to push it and flatten out and make it as even as I can possible. Okay, so here is what the Rice Krispies look like after I flattened it into the pan. So now what you're going to need is to get some saran wrap. So here I have some clear plastic saran wrap, and you're just going to wrap it over the Rice Krispies. Like this. So now that I have saran wrapped my Rice Krispies pan, I'm just going to put it in the fridge for maybe about 10 to 20 minutes, just so it can harden a little bit because it is still a bit hot. And now you're just going to wait. Alright guys, so now it's time to take the Rice Krispies out of the fridge. So they have hardened while I put them in the fridge, and now it's ready for us to cut them. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful. Here's a closer look. Okay, so now that they're hard, you just get like a sharp knife and you can cut them however what size you want. So I'm probably just going to cut them maybe like this, so bigger sizes of Rice Krispies. So because they're hard, they're quite easy to cut through. Alright guys, so this is the complete Rice Krispie. Now they're fully cut out, and you might just want to wait a little bit for it to just kind of cool down because it is still really cold after you put them in the fridge. But when you cut them out, this is what it looks like, and you can just wrap them up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe just as much as I did, and definitely give this a try because it tastes amazing and it's a really, really quick recipe to do. So bye!